Back out on the coast, people in the Outer Banks are working to help those in need in the aftermath of Hurricane Dorian. On Harkers Island, donations are being accepted at the local fire department. As you see here, people have been lining up all day to donate things like bottled water, food, and baby diapers. Organizers say they are happy to help since they were on the receiving end of aid after Hurricane Florence last year, almost a year ago.
It could be months before things are back to normal on Ocracoke. Part of Highway 12 is still underwater right now. The NCDOT's Division of Aviation is using drones to take a look at damage on the Outer Banks. These pictures were taken yesterday, and you can see things are still pretty bad. Crews are now trying to clear sand and water off the roadway. According to the DOT's website, this stretch may not be back open until February. The National Weather Service confirms that a tornado tore apart an RV and a home park in Emerald Isle. Experts say Dorian spawned an EF2. More than half those homes appear destroyed or heavily damaged. Fortunately, many people who lived there had already left. Officials say no one was seriously hurt.
In the Bahamas, many people are remembering those who died in the storm. The Category 5 hurricane brought 185-mile-per-hour winds to the islands. The memorial service was held yesterday after at least 44 people died in the storm. The UN said 8 tons of food and supplies should arrive approximately by Saturday. There are still tropical storms brewing in the Atlantic. We're joined now by meteorologist Carly Cassidy. And Carly, there's already another named storm.
Yep, we do still have Gabrielle out there, and so it's not impacting any land, so that is some good news.
Yes.
And it's not expected to either, just headed off towards the north and the east. So still have to keep an eye to hurricane season since we are into the peak now as we get going more into September. And as you can see, even off towards the north and the east, there is really where we have Gabrielle, and that will just continue off towards even further from there, still making its way, not impacting any land. So some good news with this tropical storm. Down to the south though, we still are tracking 2 other disturbances. Not any named storms, but it is over about the same area where Dorian really started and then did even make its way. Not saying it's going to take the same path, destruction, anything to that extent, but we do have this really activity, kind of a broad low, about 20% to the next 5 days of possibly becoming one. So really possible to make that really development around the Bahamas as it does make its way off towards the west-northwest. And another one, even back behind there, we have really just these waves getting going. It's going to be making its way towards the Windward Islands, so really just following right back behind. Again, slow development, only about 20 to 30% chance, so not looking overly likely, but have to watch these systems as they do continue to really develop and continue off towards the west-northwest. Now back here at home, it's beautiful. It has been all the way throughout the weekend. Yes, it's hot, and we do have that isolated storm chance, but we'll talk more about the forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much, Carly. And to see the very latest on recovery efforts along the coast, be sure to download the free WXII 12 app. You'll also get alerts throughout hurricane season if any storms start to head our way.